Hi guys, welcome in and welcome back. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. Hopefully you can hear me better because I did get an external microphone and I'm really hoping it's going to make a difference. I am still a little stuffy. I've been taking my apple cider vinegar, honey, turmeric in warm water for a couple of days, and I'm not 100%, but I'm much better than I was a few days ago. So anyway, this morning when I was thinking about, I want to put up a reading, and I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't because I just did the full moon one, and the full moon is tonight. And as I was taking a shower, my guides just keep giving me things when they want me to do something. And, the thought came to me about a reading about anxiety. And then, different things came in about anxiety being linked to fear and fear to anxiety and having faith. Also, they were talking to me about the Wizard of Oz and how Dorothy always had everything inside of her. I don't know a lot about the Alice in Wonderland story, but I feel like it could be the same thing. Like she could be big or small or conquer things or do different things. So those things were coming in so fast when I was taking my shower. I couldn't have a minute's peace, so to speak, because my guides were talking to me about all these things. So I came out and sat down at the table, and I just kind of took my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Someday I'll figure out exactly where I'm supposed to hold these. Um, and I started shuffling to see if there were any pre messages that wanted to come out. And sure enough, a couple of cards flew out. The first one is the number 6 called Not For You. Okay, and this shows the oracle's face is in the picture frame. And this, oh gosh, why can't I get this right? It's got a fortune cookie and a chessboard, right? Number 6 is harmony, typically. It also can be like being stuck in the past or reminiscing too much. But this Not For You card is a clear knowing that something is being denied you. But remember, rejection is God's protection. So regarding fear and anxiety, sometimes we want something so bad and we're afraid we're not going to get it, or we have tons of anxiety about getting it, when in our gut we may already know that it's not the thing for us, right? So sometimes we just have to remember, we have to kind of let it go, give it to God, send it up, whatever you need to do to let it go. So some people needed that message about something that they're trying to achieve, trying to get, that isn't for them. And to avoid disappointment or fear and anxiety around not getting that thing, you need to be able to release it and understand that it wasn't for you or it wasn't the right time. Sometimes the timing is off. And the other card that flew out is building blocks. This is 28. This is a 10. So this is endings and beginnings. Tens are completion, and it reduces to 1, which are new beginnings. So building blocks. This is somebody who is maybe slowly building something up, and they're doing it slowly so they can have a solid foundation with which to prosper, they're giving me, which they can prosper on. So sometimes we get anxious because things aren't going as fast as we want them to. And so we let fear creep in. Am I going to get this done on time? Will I get to the next step? I know I myself can sometimes get that way, especially with like this business that I'm trying to create and trying to get things done. I sent my LLC paperwork off exactly a week ago today. And so I checked the tracking number and it looks like it was received in Augusta, Maine on the 20th. And I'm sitting there going, well, what's taking so long? The check hasn't cleared, the check that I paid for it with. So, things start to creep in. I'm like, Lisa, just stop it. You need to, it's divine timing, right? It's when the time is right, it will be ready for you to move on to the next step. So I also have to be reminded of this. And I can be, one who does get angry. I have had problems with anxiety my entire life. My entire life. I can think all the way back to when I was 5, or maybe I was 6, when I started kindergarten. I can think about having anxiety. And I'm so sad for that little Lisa that went through that all her life, all through school. The only thing I didn't have anxiety about was schoolwork, books, testing. I was good at all of that. But anyhow, so we're going to get some messages around fear and anxiety. And I've got Florence Scovel Shin's book here, and I've written down some passages that I would like to tell you about so that you can maybe use them. And I'm going to tell you, so in the book, I showed, when I talked about this book, I showed that in the book it tells you to write down the affirmations that you're attracted to and then write down your demonstrations. And I told you one time about how money came right back in. And my husband and I have been doing this affirmation together at night before we go to bed. There's 4 of them that we do together. And then I do it in the morning. Like almost first thing when I wake up before I get out of bed, I do them again. Our words are our wand. Our words are powerful, right? Thoughts become things. All of those, sayings that you've heard are true. So we were not worried, but mildly concerned, I would say, about our side business, the home repair business, because one of our prime customers passed away and she had booked a whole lot of days, so we didn't have a lot of stuff booked. So we did these affirmations, and literally within 2 days of doing it, we got 4 leads. So I'm telling you, it works. When you get your thoughts and words correct, in your affirmations, things will turn around for you. I am telling you. The hardest thing about it is not to doubt. And sometimes I catch myself doubting and I re-say the affirmation. All right. So fear and anxiety. Oh boy, jumped right out. Poised. Yeah, poised to receive. Okay. Fear and anxiety. All right, Spirit, what do you have for a message? And I was prompted to use the dragon spray for being fearless, and the Mother Mary spray for being gentle and kind to ourselves. So Mother Mary and the dragons are very prominent, but I mean, all my guides are always here with me, of course. Observer, that's sometimes standing back and looking at a situation before acting. Okay, a third one. New life. Okay. All right, let's see. So around fear and anxiety, me coming on here and doing this video, I'm hoping that people that are watching it aren't saying, oh, geez, it's easier said than done. Believe me, I know that. But I am just trying to put content out there that will help you, because that is my goal and purpose, to help people understand how to use their intuition more, how to use their gut feelings, their intuition, how to ask for things, how to be open to receive things, how to really change how your life is unfolding. That's what I want to do, okay? So the first card out is poised. Oh my gosh, Lisa, get it together. These cards are so light. I know it's kind of hard to see them. They are beautiful. And it looks like she's like a fairy jumping on a pedestal, and there's a bunch of stars around her. And this is a number 48, which is a 12, which is 3. Threes came out very prominently in our full moon reading, which is a 3, which is being ready to receive, right? So somebody commented that they missed my birch tree lights, but I can't get it in the camera if I'm going to have the camera facing here. So I tried to pull a couple of the branches down so she can see that. Okay, 48. 48. Sorry, guys. 48, poised. The essential meanings are being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and having confidence, okay? So in order to banish fear and anxiety, that's what we have to be. We have to be confident, right? We have to be poised and ready to receive those good things that are coming in. I say this a lot, but it's Louise Hay's, when you go to the river or the ocean of your desires, are you filling up a thimble or a bucket? Right? We have to be ready to receive. Being in fear and anxiety is going to close that right off. It's like getting it with a sieve, or a strainer. It's just going to fall out. So we need to find ways of banishing fear. And hopefully by the end of this video, we will know a few things to do. And I can tell you some of the things that I have learned over the past, especially 10 years, things that I can do to not get myself in fear. And I can honestly say that I feel like over the past 2 years, I really have gotten rid of that for the most part. Of course, things always creep in, but okay. The observer, I think it's a fox looking up at the moon through a telescope, and it's a 49 card, which is a 13, which is a 4. Stability, right? Remember, we had that building blocks card first. Why can't I figure this out? We had that building blocks card first. When the camera is facing people directly on, it's so much easier. You just put the card up and it's where it's supposed to be. Okay, observer. All right, number 49. So this is going in succession, 48 and 49. 48 and 49. And I think we had that in the full moon reading as well, cards that were going in order. Perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Okay, so this means that we have to stand back and take a look at the whole situation. And then we may see, oh my gosh, there's nothing to fear. A lot of times what I say about fear and anxiety, what I'll say to myself is, no one's going to die. I'm not going to die. I'm not performing brain surgery. I'm not going to lose all my money. I'm not going to, this is whatever this thing is that I'm fearing or having anxiety about. And then I realize how ridiculous I'm being by being that way. Now, I do realize that there are people who are on medicine for anxiety. Believe me, I've been there. I think I've tried 5 different things. None of them worked. They all gave me horrible side effects. So that was when I really began my journey with trying to use meditation. And that was 2007, I think. So yeah, it's been a lot. What is that? 15, 16 years ago. So when I found out that medication wasn't going to help me, I needed to find something else. I started using a journal so I could get my feelings out, and I started using meditation. But it's been a process for me to get to where I am now, where I can banish fear pretty easily. It was not, it was a process to get here. Okay, so, but sometimes we do need to step back and look at the bigger picture. We need to understand that the sky is not falling, Chicken Little. Okay? So we need to try not to be in those thoughts, in those thought patterns of lack, loss, fear, and anxiety, because we're just not going to be letting in our blessings that way. Okay? And I'm not trying to lecture. Believe me, my heart goes out to everyone who suffers from this. Both of my children have had issues with anxiety on and off. I understand, but I'm just bringing through what the dragons and Mother Mary are giving me to say. Okay, and I hope that this will help you. All right, new life. This is number 39. Oh my gosh. 39 came up in a Sagittarius reading the other day 3 times. And I think it was the full moon reading. So that's funny. I'm a Sagittarius, so of course I've had my eyes and ears peeled for the number 39 because it's not a common number. It was the house number of my grandmother, 39 West Street in Bath, my Grammy. And my Grammy is always around me, so maybe that's partially for me. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you where's the Oracle's face in the Oracle's face in this card is up here inside the crescent moon. Whoops, jeez, I'm in there. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself because when I'm looking at my computer screen I have to go the opposite way, and that's really hard for me. Okay, and the Oracle's face in this card is right here in her, like whatever the shawl thing is that she's wearing. So she is, again, this is another one of reaching up. So I want to point out to you, Spirit has given me this. Every single one of these cards, they are pointing to the sky. Do you see that? Okay, this is 3 times pointing to the sky, looking upward, looking onward, and praying. Prayer is so powerful, guys. It really, really is. And I'm not a preacher, although I do have my Universal Life Church. I'm a minister of the Universal Life Church, so I'm ordained by that. But I am a non-denominational Christian, okay? I believe that people gravitate toward the religion that they need in their lives at that time, at that specific time. That's my belief. But prayer is very powerful. In a couple of near-death experience things I've listened to, if you're up in the heavens, prayers look like ribbons of light leaving us and going upward, like from our heart up, okay? So prayer is very positive, very powerful. Sorry. When I'm in channel mode, sometimes it's hard to get these things out. Okay, so we have new life. New life. Gosh, I wish I could just get it perfect for you guys. New life, 39. Beautiful card. All right, so let's see. New life. 39. New life. There we go. Birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. Okay? This one, they want me to read you the full oracle message, all right? When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. Sorry. And nature is full of promise. So I love that I got this, and I love that that message says that last night, for the first time this season, this spring, we heard our whippoorwill. So we have an Eastern whippoorwill who comes back, and he sings to us every night at twilight. Last night, what time was it? I think it was around 8:45. We had our windows open because it was really hot here yesterday, and I heard him, and I literally, pause whatever we're watching on TV. I go outside, I send him love, I listen, I want him to know, I hear you. So anyway, sorry guys, I digress. But those are the things and the moments that I've learned over time to notice. Don't dismiss things like that. They are gifts, right? Okay. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you. New opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is the time of good fortune. New life. New life. Yeah. I love it. Okay, so those are our cards to begin. So remember, we had Not For You, right? And Building Blocks was our pre-read cards that came out, or were the cards. And, we just need to remember rejection is God's protection. If some of you are having anxiety around something that you've been waiting for, something that you want to happen and it doesn't happen, please just give thanks that it didn't. I've seen this play out in my own life on jobs I've wanted, or vehicles I've wanted to purchase, or things I've wanted to do, or something, and it's just been okay. It's not for me. I can't say that I took it that way at the time. Sometimes I was really sad and angry and cried and all kinds of things, but now I've learned that nope, that's just, we need to stay in the flow, stay positive, right? So you can have your new life today, right now, when you banish anxiety and fear, or start to. Believe me, I know it may not happen for some of you overnight, but you know what? I am really hoping that something is going to click for you today, and you are going to be able to get through that. And actually, they're guiding me to go ahead with this is the book that I just finished last night. I have highlighted and dog-eared so many things in this book, And I'm going to read a few of these things to you because I want to give you hope and inspiration. All right. So the first one is on page 5. There is a place that you are to fill, and no one else can fill. Something you are to do, which no one else can do. Remember how important you are, guys. We all have a purpose. We all have a purpose. And it may not be the thing that we think it is. We need to let Spirit, let God lead the way. Let our divine purpose be shown to us, right? And not try to force things with a shoehorn. Okay, next is page 21. Thus, the invisible forces are ever working for man who is always pulling the strings himself, though he does not know it. Owing to the vibratory power of words, whatever man voices, he begins to attract. People who continually speak of disease invariably attract it. Okay, you could replace disease with anything. It could be if you're continually speaking of fear, you're attracting more fearful things, or anxiety, or loss, or whatever. But if you replace what you're speaking of and what you're thinking about with good things, happy things, success, then that will start to show up. Trust me, I've tested this. Page 49. Fear is misdirected energy and must be redirected or transmuted to faith. Okay? So when we have a fear about something, okay, Spirit, can you give me an example? Okay, this isn't going to resonate for everyone, but this is the example they're giving me. For some reason, you're fearful that you're going to lose your job. Okay, how do you turn that around to faith? You say, when God closes a door, he opens a window, and my perfect position will be there for me. Or you can say, God will bring me this or something better. So changing it, using words to change your fear is the point, right? Okay, so page 51. One can only contract germs while vibrating at the same rate as the germ, and fear drags men down to the level of the germ. Okay, again, we can replace germ with anything we want to replace it with when we're vibrating at that same level. I've talked about this a lot. Raising our vibration and staying in positive energy is so important, right? So when we're vibrating at fear, we're just bringing in more fear. When we're vibrating in anxiety, bringing in more anxiety. And it's a hamster wheel. You start getting afraid and you feel it all day, all night. It just goes and goes and goes and goes until we figure out a way to get off that wheel and change our thought pattern, right? So when we are continually thinking of love, success, joy, happiness, kindness, that's what we will attract. Okay, so when you find your mind wandering into something you're afraid of or something you're worried about, anxiety, fear, worry, they're kind of all in the same realm, right? So we need to change our minds so to speak. We need to change our thought patterns. That's very important. And here's an affirmation from her book, and I will say it slowly, so if you want to write this down, please do. This is page 130. I have now the fearless faith of the Christ within. At my approach, barriers vanish and obstacles disappear. So the Christ within, we all have a God spark within us. We all have the power of Christ within us. Because Jesus said, "What I do, you shall do, and more," in the Bible, right? Excuse me. I will say this again. I have now the fearless faith of the Christ within. At my approach, barriers vanish and obstacles disappear. I thought that was a really good one as I was meditating and looking through this and, going through the pages to see, what would be good for me to bring to my followers. Oh my gosh, I think I just broke the spine of this book. That's okay. It's well used. This is page 147. I let go of everything not divinely designed for me, and the perfect plan of my life now comes to pass. I let go of everything not divinely designed for me, and the perfect plan of my life now comes to pass. Yes, and that's what we need to do. And that kind of goes along with the one that said, not for me. This goes right along with it. Thank you, Spirit. So the card that came out that said, not for me, something isn't for you, this is your affirmation. Let go. And some people like to say, let go and let God. You can say, let go and let Spirit. Let go and let my guides. Let, whatever it is, whatever you feel comfortable saying. Okay, the important thing is that you must feel comfortable with whatever affirmation you're saying. It can't feel foreign to you. And I had to look through here to find the ones that I felt were comfortable, because you cannot do things that you cannot see yourself doing. In other words, let's just say that I was picturing myself, or I was trying to picture myself living in a castle. I can't really picture that, so it's not going to happen. That's maybe a bad example, but let's say somebody says, "Oh, can you be a bull rider in a rodeo?" You can't picture yourself doing it, so that's not something you can achieve. I don't know if these are good examples or if I'm getting it getting it right or not, but you have to be able to picture yourself doing it and feel yourself doing it. That's why a lot of times I've heard it said that if there's a certain new car you want, go test drive it and then keep that memory in your mind all the time. Vision boards, very wonderful things that you can create and actually look at. That's a big thing for Abraham Hicks, I believe, really talks about vision boards, and I think Louise Hay did as well. It's what you can see yourself doing, or what environment you can see yourself in, is what you can bring to fruition, right? And with those vision boards and with these affirmations, we are banishing fear. We are banishing worry. We are banishing anxiety, right? Okay. Last one. This is page 143. I am surrounded by the white light of the Christ, through which nothing negative can permeate. I am surrounded by the white light of Christ, through which nothing negative can permeate. Yes, very important, especially as healers, readers, people who work with other people. Anything that you do is to always make sure that you're protecting yourself, that you are surrounding yourself with light before you go out into those situations. Before you go into the grocery store, be thinking about having a mirror around you so nothing can, come into you, or saying to your guides, protect me and only let good come to me. That's another one. Okay, because I was talking about, so the Wizard of Oz, I think that these are kind of tied together, even though I thought it may be two different things. So Dorothy was, wait a minute. It's actually in here, page 235. All right, Spirit, I will do it. I thought this was going to be like two different, I thought this would be a reading for another day, but Spirit is, okay, page 235. She's talking about we cannot always control our thoughts, but we can control our words. This is why words are so important. Like if your thoughts are running away from you, say out loud whatever affirmation you need to banish that thought. So let me see. So if you're having the same thought over and over and over again, it's going to come to fruition, okay? So she's saying in here, they will meet the same experiences until they have learned their lessons. This idea is brought out into the moving picture, The Wizard of Oz. The little girl Dorothy is very unhappy because the mean woman in the village wants to take away Toto. She goes in despair to confide in Auntie Em and Uncle Henry, but they're too busy to listen and tell her to run along. She says to Toto, there is somewhere a wonderful place high above the skies where everybody is happy and no one is mean. How she would love to be there. And then in the movie, the Kansas, cyclone, twister, whatever, comes along, and she and Toto are lifted up in her, dream state. If you have, hopefully you've all seen the movie. And she lands in Oz, where everything seems to be delightful at first, but soon she has the same old experiences. The witch tries to get Toto, right? And so she's reliving the experience that she's despairing about. So that's, she's just thinking about this woman and worrying and having this anxiety that she's going to take the dog. And then, as she's there, the things that she learns about are that she always had all the powers within. She didn't need somebody to tell her this. The Tin Man didn't need somebody to give him a heart or tell him he had a heart. He had it, right? Was that it? The Scarecrow, he had his brains all along, but he somehow thought he needed someone to tell him he had brains. The Lion, okay? No courage. So when somebody told them they had it, immediately they felt it. But we need to learn that all of that power is already within us. It is already there. We don't need someone else to pat us on the back or tell us everything's okay. Yeah, yes, sometimes that does feel good, right? Okay. So they told me to cut the deck and take the bottom and top cards. Okay. Death, the Wicked Witch of the West. These cards are so friggin' cool. It just doesn't bring it. Oh, wait, let me see. Does that help? I forgot to turn the light of the camera on. So is it still where it's supposed to be? Jeepers creepers. Guys, I'm sorry. Hold on. All right. So the Wicked Witch of the West, right? It looks like a skeleton with a witch's hat on, and she's got glowing emeralds on her chest. I mean, wow, this is so cool. So we're good. And now death, we know that in regular tarot decks, death is the death of the old way of doing things. How appropriate. We don't want to be in fear, anxiety, and worry, right? And this is 13. Death. I love this book. All right. Okay, there we go. The key words are transformation, change, transition, rebirth, renewal, liberation, evolution, phoenix rising from the ashes. Oh my goodness, how fantastic. How close can I get it? Oh man, I wish it would show it better. Okay. I have been wicked in my day, but I never thought a little girl like you would ever be able to melt me and end my wicked deeds. This is what we can do to our fear, anxiety, and worry. Melt them. You can picture a bucket pouring out. Oh, that's what Spirit is showing me. They're showing me, see the words, worry, fear, and anxiety. Dump a bucket on them and they melt, disappear, gone, right? The Wicked Witch's demise symbolizes the necessity of profound change for renewal. Just like the death card in tarot signifies transformation, her death marks the end of tyranny and the dawn of peace in Oz. It teaches us that even the mightiest can be overcome and new beginnings are always possible. Spirit never gets this wrong. I'm so glad that I trust. I'm so glad that I trust. Okay. King of Wands, Prince Inga. King of Wands, this is fiery action, passion. Look at him. He's going after something. It looks like he's parasailing. This is so, so awesome. King of Wands. Let's see what we have here. King of Wands. Whoops. King of Wands. Oh my God. I hope you guys are able to laugh with me and all my foibles. Do, 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 do. Which way? I just want you to be able to see it in all its beauty, and it's so hard to get it right. King of Wands, leader, influence, adventurer, confident, independent, resourceful, positive, bold, assertive, unafraid to express ideas, determination, courage, and optimism. Yes, optimism. Amidst a tempest of challenges, Prince Inga emerges as a pillar of unwavering leadership. Joining forces with Dorothy, his use of the magic pearls showcase unparalleled ingenuity. The King of Wands, reflecting Inga's essence, heralds your own leadership potential. It's your moment to shine, unite, and guide as you emanate integrity, charisma, and morality. Let your intuitive heart chart the course, casting a luminous influence on those who follow. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Okay, so, poised and ready to receive. Step back and see the big situation. New life ahead. Death of the old way of doing things. Taking on your leadership role, being the leader of your own soul and your own destiny, right? Yes, yes, we can do it, people. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Step out of the shadows. I'm hearing this. Oh my God, now I'm getting what is that song? Step out of the da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the words. I'm getting goosebumps all over. They gave me Step Out of the Shadows, and is that when all the little flower people come? Oh my gosh, I can't. Da, 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 and I can't sing. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, I wish I could figure that out. Somebody will know. That's what I'm hearing right now. Oh, good grief, Lisa. You know that movie backwards and forwards, and you can't think of that right now? Okay, what other messages from this deck do we have regarding fear, anxiety, and worry that we're banishing today? We are banishing fear, anxiety, and worry with our words that have power, with our affirmations, with our new attitude. This full moon, guys, in Sagittarius is going to burst you forth. And I encourage you to take wish paper or paper of some kind or whatever, write down what you want to banish and get rid of, burn it, crumple it up, throw it away, tear it up, whatever you need to do. I mean, obviously burn it safely if that's what you're going to do, right? And so do that, and then you put your new life ambitions, your new goals, your new mindset, your new affirmation, right? Okay, all right. Whoops. Okay, we've got 2 there. Oh my gosh, those have come out a couple of times. Jeepers Creepers. All right. Jeepers Creepers. Oh, I wish I could think of that. That song, it's going to drive me nuts. It's going to drive me nuts. It might be step into the light, step into... Oh. Please, if somebody knows what that song is, please put it in the comments. I'm sorry, guys. All right. All right, let's see. What did we get? The Hanged Man, the Tin Woodsman. Take heart, right? The Hanged Man, the Tin Woodsman. Okay, so the Hanged Man, or I prefer to call it the Hanging Man, this is seeing things from a different perspective, right? We already had that. Being the observer, stepping back, looking at things, see it from a different perspective, from a new perspective. You can leave fear, worry, and anxiety behind. You really can. See it from a different perspective, okay? And then we have the Three of Wands, the Chess Valley. Which way are you going? 3s are creation, collaboration, and the Holy Trinity. I love to move them around because the gold in the cards sparkles. Okay, Alice is there trying to figure out her move, her next move, her move after that, right? So thinking about which way are you going to go? What are you going to choose? Choose love, not fear, right? Choose faith, not fear, right? Choose faith and love, not worry and anxiety. Make that choice today, right now. And then we have the Knight of Cups, the March Hare. The Knight of Cups, okay? This is usually love, romance. Oh my gosh. Love and romance, and it's like being softer, like being loving and caring and kind, usually. Okay, we'll look it up in the book because I know those pretty much. So let's look at the Knight of Cups. All right. You guys, I will figure this out someday, some way. It's because the camera is, okay, never mind. Okay, keywords: love, romance, self-expression, imagination, compassion, empathy, journey, and discovery. Yeah, so this deck has more meanings than the traditional tarot has. It's just got a few more things added. Okay, what is the message? In the whimsy of Wonderland, Alice found herself amidst the Hatter's Tea Party, where the seemingly gruff March Hare revealed layers of eccentric kindness. His capricious nature, teeming with emotion and intuition, mirrors the call to dance with life's unpredictable rhythms. Right. We can't worry about things we cannot change. Oh my gosh. Spirit, you're so good to us. Embrace the quirks and riddles of existence, showcasing your emotional depth and creativity. Like the March Hare, inspire with your compassionate spirit while delighting in life's nonsensical joys. Yes, joy. We have to have joy. We have to have joy. When we get out of joy, we're getting away from the flow. We're getting away from the flow, right? And on the bottom of the deck, they directed me to that, is the King of Cups, right? Leader in emotional things. Look at the beautiful purple, the jewels hanging from the ceiling. He's so happy. Look, wouldn't everybody want to get a hug from the King of Cups? That is King Rinkatink. So, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, emotion, happiness, love, right? Compassion. Wow. Thank you so much from that Oz and Wonderland deck. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, Spirit. Where do we want to go next for banishing worry, anxiety, and fear? Let me just... All right. A couple cards from the gold foil, they're saying. Okay, guys, remember, change your thoughts, change your life. Change your thoughts, change your things. Change your thoughts, change your situation, right? Okay. This is good for me, too. I also need this reminder, right? I mean, I had some anxiety before I even started this video because of all those messages that I was getting when I was in the shower. And I'm thinking, do they really want me to do this? I don't like myself when I doubt like that. I just, but I'm human, right? I'm human, and it happens. But once I get into it and Spirit shows me all these lovely messages, I'm like, wow. Wow. I'm getting there, right? Page of Cups. So we had the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, now the Page of Cups. I think this is a pretty straightforward message, right? About love, tenderness, kindness, caring, right? Compassion, empathy, okay? With ourselves and others. With ourselves and others. Ace of Swords, new beginning, right? In truth. New beginning in truth. This is the sword of truth. Let's be honest with ourselves, with our loved ones, with our people, mostly with ourselves. They're telling me we need to get right with ourselves. We need to get right with what we're aiming for. We need to ask for what it is that we really want, and then we need to take action, right? So faith without action is not going anywhere. Okay. Red Dragon deck, and then I guess we're going to have to wrap this up. Guys, I hope this is helping you, thinking about, maybe giving you some new tools that you hadn't thought of to banish your fear, worry, and anxiety. I truly do. Spirit guides, thank you so much for this reading and for helping us today to give us some uplifting messages. And since I've been using my desktop, here's the thing I need to ask my granddaughter. I don't think I can use emojis unless I go back into the video and change the title. That's the thing. When you're using your iPhone, your iPad, your Android, you can put all those cute little emojis in your title, but I don't see how I can do it when I'm using my desktop camera, or I haven't figured it out. So if anybody knows if there's a way to do that, let me know, because I like putting those in. Okay. 2 cards came out in the other deck and 2 cards came out in this deck. Very easily just slid right out. Okay. The horned one. 15. What is this? I think this is the devil. The wild herdsman is the devil in that deck. The page of swords. What did we have? We had cups, cups, cups. Page, page. Okay, so we have the ace of swords. Now we're getting the page of swords. All right, let me... Oh, shoot. I don't have that book right here. Darn it. I'm sure that this is the devil. I'm sure. Let me... All right, let me pause this for a quick second. Why do I doubt myself? Okay, so the horned one in this deck, number 15, that's a 6, that's bringing into harmony, is the devil. Okay, so what do we know about the devil? The devil, what they're telling me is the devil is that worry, fear, and anxiety. This is exactly what we've been talking about. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we need to banish this one. Banish the devil, the devilish thoughts. We need to get rid of that, okay? So they're saying cover that up with the page of swords. Okay, page of swords. Sword of truth, moving forward in truth, right? Because pretty much whatever we're worrying about or having anxiety about is never going to happen anyway. In most cases, what we worry about never does happen. So we need to cover up that devil, those fears, those anxieties, right? Cover that up with truth. The truth of your words, the truth of your heart. Oh my God, this is going to really get to me. I can't figure it out. Look at that beautiful knight with the white horse. It's like a knight on a white horse coming in, charging in. Who is that knight on the white horse? It's you. It's us, right? This is our life. This is what we are choosing to do with it, right? We're covering that up with the Knight of Swords, the White Knight, charging in with our affirmations, our positive thinking, our new start, our new era, our new beginning, right? We are death of the old way of doing things. We are passionate like this King of Wands. We are going forward. We are making a choice not to let that happen anymore. We are seeing it from a better perspective, from a different perspective, with love, right? King of Cups. Knight of Cups. We are seeing it with love. We are embracing love, right? Page of Cups. All those cups. Love, emotion. Be tender with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Okay? All right, Spirit. Wow. What do they want? Okay, Saints and Mystics. Oh my gosh, this is going long. What time is it? I got to get to work at some point. Yeah, today is... my hours have been all messed up this week, and it's really thrown a monkey wrench into my program. I do hope this microphone has helped. I did test it, and it was working, because there's a microphone on the little camera that I use, and I'll be getting a different camera at some point. As soon as this LLC stuff has gone through, I will be getting Zoom, and I will be putting up a schedule for one-to-one readings over Zoom. My plan is that my first 10 readings are only going to be $33 because I consider that I've never done that over Zoom. So that's kind of practicing. I mean, I'm hoping, obviously, that it's going to be good readings for all 10 of the first people. And then after that, I will decide what the set price is going to be for my Zoom readings for tarot. So I would appreciate y'all sending me some positive energy for my LLC. Okay, Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian. This is a number 16, which is 7, which is reflection, but he is resilience. Wow, look at that. I think we've had him before. He's got those arrows. He's got those arrows in him. Behind him is a tree and fog and mist, and he's kind of got some vines around his arms. Okay. Oh, good. That book is here. Saints and Mystics, 16. Saint Sebastian. Good grief. Okay. Patron saint of wounded healers and athletes. Okay. In 288 AD, Saint Sebastian, a Roman soldier who served the Emperor Diocletian, secretly visited the prisoners of war in the city's jail, where he conducted healings to the ailing and influenced many pagans towards the path of Christianity through his supernatural miracles. Legends tell that Sebastian and the emperor were in fact secret lovers, and Diocletian mistook Sebastian's actions as an act of betrayal and ordered Sebastian's death. Sebastian was bound to a tree, shot with arrows, and left to die. However, he regained his strength and actively took pursuit against the hatred done by him, telling others of his story and plight. Sebastian channels a remarkable sense of divine strength when facing and working through difficult or brutal situations, moving through suddenly yet ever so subtly. Okay, so this is telling us what we want to do is overcome and overtake and overpower that worry, fear, and anxiety, right? We can do that. He persevered. He helped those less fortunate. Okay, so let me see. Spiritually, Saint Sebastian is able to remove psychic shards lodged within the body's aura, pulling out toxicity directed or misguided, accelerate the speed of recovery, and strengthen intuitive abilities. Exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. We need to weed out all the stuff that doesn't belong. We need to call on our own intuitive nature. We need to use those affirmations, right? So we can get out of that. Okay. I was going to go to an animal oracle, but they want me to get a card from the Jody Bergsma, Magical Times. Oh, sorry, I know that's probably loud, especially with that new microphone. Oh my goodness. Saint Sebastian, resilience. We are resilient. We can break out of those old habits of worry, fear, and anxiety. We can break free, break the chains, break out. Step into the light, or whatever that song is from The Wizard of Oz. Oh my gosh, people. You probably think I'm a little nuts. Partnership. This is a beautiful pink card with beautiful flowers and butterflies, which do represent transformation. Learn to grow with others. Overcome obstacles by working together. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. Is there somebody that you can confide in, that you can be wherever two are gathered? Maybe there's somebody that you can say your affirmations with, which may speed it up, right? Partnership. Oh my God. Partnership. Butterflies, transformation, flowers, beauty. Okay, and she does say that in her book. She remembers or discusses about how the Bible says, wherever two or more are gathered in my name, it shall be done, or something like that. So, becomes more powerful when we have a partner. When we have somebody to do these things with, to say these things, when we have somebody that just touches us and say, I have your back, don't worry, right? Call on Archangel Michael. He's a good one. He is a good one to call on. He makes the path, makes the way. He is mighty, right? Okay. Justin and, oh my God, I didn't even do anything. This is what's been happening. I pick up a deck to shuffle and 2 cards fly out. Twos. What are twos? What do they represent? Right? That happened with 1, 2, 3 different decks. That 2 cards just flew out. And in the beginning, that's what happened with those cards that I got for the pre-read. So twos, twos, twos. Balance and choice, guys. Balance and choice. Sea otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Go with the flow, right? Go with the flow. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Yeah, love, kindness, compassion. With those things, we can never go wrong. Sea otter, happiness. Sea otter, happiness. Why is it so blurry? Oh my gosh, I need to get another camera. And fox, clever. Happy, clever. You are clever. You can get out of this worry, anxiety, and all your struggles there because you're clever. You're smart. Use your intuition. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Here it says be open to romance. That's not for everybody, I'm sure. But the clever message, that is for all of us. Be clever like a fox. You are swift and smart. Yes, you are. Okay. I truly, truly, truly hope that you have found a good message here. That you have found some way of shedding light on getting rid of fear, worry, and anxiety. Please do comment below and let me know. Please, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a share. Please subscribe if you haven't. I so appreciate every single one of you. I truly do. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for being here for the first time if that is you. I hope you go out and have the most fantastic, magical, love-filled day. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.